So in this video, you're going to see how to provide listing in your web page. There are three types of listing elements of that in HTML5: unordered list, ordered list, and description list. So let's start with unordered list. Okay. So unordered list will display bulletin points instead of numbering, a special order, unordered, right? So without any ordering, just specifying some bulletins to display the list, then it is called unordered list. To display unordered list, you have to use UL tag. Okay, so you have to wrap up your content with UL tag, UL, unordered list. Okay, so the each list element should be wrapped up with the LI tag, that is called list element tag. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so for example, if you want to display these colors as a bulletin points, as a list, then you have to wrap up this whole content by using UL tag like this, and then each elements in the list should be wrapped up with this LI tag, opening LI tag, closing LI tag. Okay, so this is the structure for the unordered list. Okay, so now let's explore W3 School website to see how it works. Okay, try it yourself. Let's use the try it portal. So you can see we have some unordered list element, coffee, tea, milk. So let's take it and try some other stuff. Red, green, blue. Okay, so if you want to add one more list, then you have to add one more LI tag here and say yellow and close your LI tag. Okay, so now we will create the another list like this. Okay, so we will see how to change this bulletin points from this normal circle to different symbols. We'll see that later, but just learn the structure of the UL tag. We'll learn about the attributes later on. So that is about unordered list. So the next thing that we are going to see is ordered list. Okay, so conveying the information in ordered fashion. It could be numbering or it could be in alphabetical order, whatever it is. We can use the ordered list OL tag to specify the content in ordered way as a list. Okay, so the syntax is same. Instead of using UL tag, you'll be using OL tag. Okay, ordered list. You'll open and close, and then for each list element, like how you did it in unordered list, the same thing. You will use list element LI tag, which will wrap up each list element. Okay, so if you click this link for the unordered list, then you will see different tags, like, so the same thing with the ordered list. So if you specify the unordered list, then you will see the same thing will get displayed as a bulletin points. Okay, so when you specified OL tag, then it will display the element as the numbers. Okay, so you can just customize it in any way that you want. Okay, so if you don't want to display the numbers from 1 to 3, if you want to start it from a different number, then you can use the attribute called start attribute. So when you give a different when you customize your tag, then you can use attributes. We will see a lot of attributes in HTML. Okay, so attribute is something which will help you to customize your tag. So here we are customizing it to start from different number by using the attribute called start attribute. Okay, so when you specify 100 as a starting number, then it will just display it from 100. Okay, so that is OL tag. So in the W3 School web page, you can see, if you explore it, for each tag you will see the associated attribute. For example, for this ordered list, you can see start is one attribute and another attribute is type. Okay, so even you can say what type you want to specify. You can say type I, right? Type, so it will specify it in Roman Catholic. So for example, let's say here start 100 and type I. So you can see now it is displaying the Roman letter starting from 100. C is 100 for in Roman letter, for 100 it is C, right? So these are attributes. For each attribute, you will learn lot of attributes for each HTML tag that we are going to learn. So the next tag that we are going to learn is description list. Okay, so description list tag. So how to provide a description kind of listing. For example, you can take this example where this is also a kind of list, but each list element has a heading associated with this. This is heading and this is the content, right? So how to display this kind of listing? For this, we will use description listing tag. So DL tag, DL, opening DL and closing DL will provide you the description list. And for each heading, we'll use description title, DT tag. Okay, so when you wrap up the content with opening DT and closing DT tag, then it will provide you the title for the description, and then DD tag. So that will provide the description for the description for the title. Okay, so that is DD tag. So you have to wrap up this with DT tag and this with DD tag. So that is called description list. So if you click the link that I have provided for in W3 School, you can see a description list. You can just add your own titles. For example, IP, it's a title that I'm going to use, and the description for that is Internet Protocol. Right? So you can just think about the uses, like use cases, where you can use this. For example, you can see the question and answer session in a web page. For those kind of stuff, you can just use this description list. So you can just provide your questions as a DT and your answer as a DD. Okay, so there are you can just think about the use cases where you can use the description list. So that is about description list. Okay, so the next section we are going to learn structural elements.